Hello and welcome to Lotus 123 for DOS. Lotus 123 is really easy to get running on a Windows 64 machine. To do that, all you have to do is load dbDOS Pro 4. Now when you buy dbDOS Pro 4, we send you a setup.exe. You walk through a standard Windows installation process, and in 5 minutes you've installed the product. After that, you register or activate the dbDOS Pro 4 product. From there, you create a Lotus 123 configuration, which takes about 3 to 4 minutes to complete. After that, you get back to running Lotus 123 on any Windows 64-bit operating system available. Now, I just went over the steps to do it, so let's do it in real time right now so you can see just how easy it is to build a configuration using dbDOS Pro 4 to run Lotus 123. As I stated before, it's really easy to get dbDOS Pro 4 running Lotus 123 on a Windows 64-bit machine. Now I've already got dbDOS loaded, and as you can tell, I have quite a few configurations running different software on this Windows 7 64-bit machine. Normally, what I need to do is I need to create a configuration. However, what I want to do is I know that I have Lotus 123 set up on my C drive, and it's located in the Lotus 123 directory right here. So I'm going to go out and use that as my anchor point for my configuration. So let me show you how easy it is. As I said, I've already got dbDOS loaded on this machine. I'm going to create a new configuration, and when I do create this new configuration, I'm going to name it Lotus 123 example website, and then I will just put a description in here of example website. We're going to hit the next button, and the most important part about setting up a configuration for dbDOS is really setting up where your files are located. As we talked about before, I can go in and set up a mount point for where that's located. I know it's on my computer, it's on C drive, it's in the dbase directory, and I know that it's in the Lotus 123 directory. So I'm going to go ahead and say OK. Now I'm going to go ahead and hit OK again, and that has established my launch point at this second. Now from here, I can either go into a command line configuration where I have all the powers of DOS, or if I wanted to, I could come in and click on the little house on the executable and then pick 123, and that would be executed as soon as my system took off. So as you can see, if I do the executable of what it's supposed to do, it changes it to an executable, and that's a visual representation for you to understand that that's going to kick off the program. If I get rid of that command line, it goes back to a C:/, which means you're in a command line configuration. And for this example, I'm going to go ahead and leave it as a command line. The next thing it's going to ask me is where I'm located. I'm located in the US, so I'm going to leave all of these settings alone. If you wanted to, you can come in and change wherever you're located. We're going to hit the next key. We have many ways of printing from this system, including PDF. I'm going to go ahead and pick enhanced printing, and I'm printing out to a laser printer, but I'm using FX80 as my printer of choice at this particular moment in time. And if I wanted to, I could also turn on the PDF, come in here, and the big thing you have to remember is if you turn on PDF printing, every time it's going to come up and ask you where you want to save that PDF. If you come in and set an output directory, a default output directory, it'll always put it into that directory and you don't have to set it. You can also print at the same time, so you can put it out to a PDF and also print at the same time. So for this one, I've already got one printed out, and I'll show you what it looks like here in a few seconds. But I'm just going to leave this configuration on enhanced print. The next one is my display options. This I'm going to use OpenGL. I have an NVIDIA card on here which supports OpenGL, which is the fastest display type for my DOS program. I can also keep in mind that you can also come in and change your display resolution that you want to display the product in. I'm going to be using 800 by 600, which is the original, but you could use 1024 by 768 or any known size for your video card, and we actually put the ones in there that are a 4:3 aspect ratio, which would match the 80:25 aspect ratio of a DOS box. So just keep that in mind. So we support all of those advanced features. I want to create a configuration, a shortcut on my menu, and I could also test this if I so desired. I do not want to test it. I'm just going to go ahead and hit the finish. Now, when I hit the finish key, you'll notice that there's a Lotus example right up here, and I'm going to go ahead and minimize this out. So I'm going to move this over here. Notice it says Lotus 123 example website. That's exactly what we named it. And we can go in now and double click on this. When we double click on this, it will kick off a command prompt, as we said before. So if I do a dir, you'll notice there's all of my files that you'd expect. If I do a dir *exe, there's that. We also, inside of dbDOS, have 4DOS integration into there. So I may want to go 4DOS in here, and now it will automatically load up the EMM manager and the extended memory manager, and it also loads up all of the help commands. So if I type in the word help here to C prompt, it'll basically give me the 4DOS help system so that I can run advanced BAT files and things like that. What I want to do now is go into Lotus 123. If you have all of your files located where they're supposed to be, it's real simple. I type in 123, hit enter, and Lotus 123 is up and running. Now, the real simple thing about this is that I come in here, /FR, and now I'm going to go ahead and pull up a quick example here. So we're going to go to tutorial 6. And as you can see, we have the phone, electricity, insurance, supplies, rent, payroll. So we have all of those things highlighted. And this is from, I think 1991 is when the 1991 expenses for us. So that gives you a date when this was done. Now, one of the things you might want to do is be able to graph this out. So I want to do that. So if I come in here and do a /G, I'm going to come in and I'm going to pick my bar chart. I'm going to say that I want to go ahead and do a stack bar. And then I'm going to go ahead and hit enter. And then I want to go ahead and do an X. And this is going to be the time period that I want. So I'm going to go ahead and do that and hit enter. That'll put that in there. I'm going to go ahead and do A. And we'll come in here and we'll just do the phone for A and hit enter. And then we might come in here to B, and I might want to look at the payroll as compared to phone and hit enter. Now, I've got that set up. Now I might want to view this. And as you can see, the phone is going to cost me a heck of a lot more than what my payroll is going to cost me a heck of a lot more than what my phone is going to cost me. So I can also come out of there. I hit the escape key. I can come out and I can say, let's use color. And I want to do a stacked bar on this process. And I may want to add a couple of other options in here. So I can come in and set my options here. So I can come in and say dbDOS, say hello from dbDOS Pro 4. And underneath the second line, we could say running Lotus 1-2-3 2.4 and say OK. And now we want to go ahead and say OK again, and we want to view this. And now you can see that we now have the color turned on, and we also have a couple of other things. We have the hello up there to top, running Lotus 123. So you can see that you can do some of the things that you wanted. Let's go ahead and turn on 3D bars and hit OK. Let's do the view, and now we have 3D bars with color in there as well. Of course, once you're done with that, you can come in and save it, do all those types of things that you wanted to. Now, the last thing that I want to show with this is that we do offer PDF printouts, and I have one that I've already done. I have a directory called reports out here, and if I come down here to my reports, there's a Lotus 123 from today, and if I double click on this, this will load up my PDF viewer, and let me just bring this in. So as you can see, hello PDF from dbDOS Pro 4. There's my 1991 expenses again, and everything is out to the PDF, and it's a standard PDF format at this particular moment in time. So that gives you a quick example of how easy it is to set up Lotus 123 on dbDOS Pro 4. And like I said, under 5 minutes, and you're ready to go, and you're ready to get back to work. Thanks a lot for listening. I hope you'll go out and purchase dbDOS Pro 4 because it'll get you back to work with Lotus 123. Thanks a lot. Have a good day. Bye-bye.